Hey guys, I'm a little bit late, but I just wanted to pop in here with a few October faves. Obviously October, I spent a lot of time working on my October Not Quite Daily album, so a lot of the favorites revolve around that. Let's just crack into it. Okay, so I'll leave the main event till last, but in October I was very lucky to be asked to be a guest designer on the Nellie and Clem design team. Danielle very kindly let me pick the kit and pick the month, and of course I picked October because her spooky Halloween kit is totally cute. I'm just going to give you a little sneaky peek of some of them here. I had so much fun using this kit this month, and to be fair, because I was doing kind of Pinkoween, I didn't even use a tenth of it. I picked just all the pink elements and had fun playing with those, and that was more than enough. But you can see this, I haven't even got the whole kit here. This kit is just chock-a-block full of goodies. My favorite thing about this kit though is Danielle is now including PNG files, which means I can take these individual elements, blow them up as big as I want, cut them out with my silhouette machine. Makes life so much easier. I had fun, especially with, you know, like with this little little coffee cup here, which is Brew. I cut him out, stitched it all up. It's just so much fun. So the PNG files, chef's kiss. But this kit is just totally chock full of stuff, chock full of cuteness. So if you're planning on doing your October album after October or next year, whatever, pick up this digital kit. It's totally cute. Have a look through her shop because there are a million cute kits in there. She's one of my favorite digital designers. So another favorite from October is this Penelope alphabet from Citrus Twist. I love this thing. Now I gotta say, it's an odd size to use, and I think that's why I love it. Like, as a designer, I love this typeface. It's beautiful. I love the kind of exaggerated proportions of it. It is a little bit difficult to use for the kind of documenting that I do, project life, traveler's notebooks, life crafted albums. It's a little on the large side, so if you're doing short words and stuff, totally perfect. If you want a longer title, you have to be a little bit more creative with it, but I have loved it. And again, much like the spooky Halloween kit, I'll show you some of these examples as soon as I crack open this December album for you, but this is definitely a big favorite from October. Another favorite kind of project this month came about from the one little word prompt for October, and that was something that I kind of altered a little bit to suit, well, not just my style, but also the time I had available to do it. And I ended up with this tiny little zine, and I freaking love it. It was so much fun. The perfect little evening sort of project to work on, and I definitely have plans for replicating this in the future, not necessarily for one little word, but for a couple of different ideas. I've got a kind of Happy Mail gift idea in mind. These little zines are also really easy to use in a pocket page, so for extra photos, that sort of thing. But this was definitely a favorite, as was kind of digging out some of these older stamps. I don't use these sort of pattern stamps a whole lot, but I'm thinking I should, because I really enjoyed using them, and it was a perfect excuse to kind of create my own patterns. I didn't think too much about the colors. That was care of the Catherine Pooler ink sets, mini ink sets. It's a perfect jumping off point if you don't know where to put a color scheme together. Buying an ink set like that means that you know that they're all going to fit together perfectly. So this little project was definitely a pretty big favorite for such a little project. And as far as the opposite of little projects go, my December Not Quite Daily album took up a lot of my time, probably most of my time in October, and I freaking love it. So this, yeah, I did not an album, I did a traveler's notebook. I created my own clear cover. I did that as part of my Patreon page. I got a full tutorial over there, but I love this full sequin shaker pocket. I've already had my album stuck away on my desk, so it's a little bit crinkly. I've got a really cute charm, and I have just loved pulling out this pink, predominantly pink and black and white album. As the month progressed, my rules about Pinkoween definitely relaxed a little bit. Inside my album I have 2 inserts because it definitely was not all going to fit into one, and I still have a few pages to finish. This might be the first year that I say I'm just going to put this stuff away maybe and finish it before next year. I haven't decided whether I want to spend some more time. When I say it's not finished, I mean I've only got 2 or 3 more pages to go, so maybe I will sit down and finish it. But one of the things that I loved the most about working in this particular style, I did things a tiny bit differently. This insert is finished, so volume 1 is finished, volume 2 isn't, and I'm going to show you how I set things up that just made it a little bit easier for kind of this chunky style album. If I can find the middle here, which is, this insert is unbound. So as I was working on them, I just kept everything together with an elastic, but these pages are all loose, which means I can pull them in and out, I can run them through a typewriter, I can add chunky elements, I can add stitching. It just made it a lot more fun, a lot easier. I wasn't trying to jam a finished notebook in underneath a sewing machine, or if I wanted to stamp directly on the pages I could. If I wanted to create pockets I could do that. It just opened up a whole lot of possibilities for me for having different things on my pages, and I super enjoyed that process. I don't necessarily think it's going to change how I work in traveler's notebooks in general. It did get a little bit kind of messy pulling pages in and out. It's not something you kind of have to be a little bit gentler with. They do kind of can catch and tear, and so just on a day-to-day basis I think I will still use my stitched notebooks, but this was such a good like project notebook. So if I ever do another larger project like this in a notebook, I will 100% consider doing it with unbound pages. This one, like I said, is finished, and I did bind it, but I waited until the entire notebook was finished before I went ahead and stitched that together. So here is an example of that Penelope alpha in use with kind of a longer title. I know a couple of people mentioned that I spelt Halloween wrong. I didn't spell Halloween wrong. I spelled out the title of my book, which was Howl Like a Dog, Oween. But this is my favorite alpha from the month, and it does work in a notebook. You just have to be a little bit more creative with how you used it. Here are some examples of my Nellie and Clem kit pages. There's another one here. I will do like a full flip through when I've finished my album, if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing. But for now, I've finished one little notebook. I've got one more to go. Here's another one. This is what I mean about these PNG files. Whew, super big, love it. This one in particular, I just altered it a little bit and added some metallic shine to the actual digital just by using a gel pen and coloring over, it was yellow I think underneath there. So simple little changes, adding some stitching, but definitely those PNG files open up a whole new world of possibility for digitals. So those are a few of the favorites from October. I am planning on using November as just a little bit of a chill month, just really keeping things simple before the wind up to December starts. I'm already looking forward to the 12 Days of Craftmas series that I host over on my Patreon page. So November is full of planning and prep for that, but apart from that, November is just going to be chill. Let me know what you've been enjoying down in the comments below. I love hearing your suggestions, and I will see you again really soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.